Getting started. I found that if I walk my students to my classroom and stand outside the door and give them instructions before we step into the room, I get better attention from my students. I will tell them a little bit about what the class is and tell them I need their thinking caps on and their best listening ears or eyes focused on me, whatever it is I need at that time for the class. If I'm in the lunchroom, I will set them on the floor away from the working tables and do the same thing. Then I'll have the students go into the classroom. I'll tell them where I want them to sit. If there happens to be a rug on the floor, I'll put a chair there so that I want them to face the chair when they go in and sit down on the rug. The engaging starter in each lesson is to tell the students and yourself what is to come. It gives a reason why they're there and a reason why the project that they're doing. It brings all of it together and helps make sense of the lesson. When I have the students all together on the floor in front of me, I will also go into instructions for the class. So any questions that are asked or answered at this time, you have the students nice and close to you. You can engage in a conversation in a nice, comfortable group way and not so spread out into the room. When, let's see, I like to find something that I can relate to in the lesson that I am teaching. Perhaps I read a book, or maybe somebody had been to this area that's being discussed in the engaging starter, so that I can show the students that I'm interested in this lesson. It will also get them interested in the lesson. There's no need to be afraid or nervous that you won't get it read word for word, because holding a piece of paper up in front of you doesn't engage you with the students. Try to tell it like a story if you can. And if you miss some points, that's okay. You can always come back to them if the craft was short and you have time at the end, or you can say, well, the kids are coloring or cutting. By the way, did you know? And you can add another piece of info to it. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's good for our getting started.